Okay, so content warning, there are going to be mentions of sexual assault and misogyny, so yeah, if you don't like talking about those things, I suggest you leave right now, you know, just in case. Hi, my name is Tony, I'm from Hint of Sarcasm, which is the channel below, and I'm here to discuss the Katy Perry situation. So for some background, Katy Perry and Kesha, they both released a comeback song recently, because they've been out of the popscape for a while, right? And as all of us pop girlies know, the internet has been ablaze, to say the least. But we all know how one song was received versus the other. Pitchfork, for example, said that Katy Perry's comeback song, Woman's World, was a monumental catastrophe. And then The Guardian gave it 1 out of 5 stars and said, "What regressive, warmed over hell is this?" Which honestly is kind of tea. It felt kind of flat. But anyway, why?
Sexy, confident.
First things first, let's introduce Kesha and Katy Perry. Katy Perry and Kesha, they're both singers and performers in their own right. They have very similar but not congruent musical aesthetics. While Katy is a very campy pop sound with a very iconically strong voice, she is an excellent singer in my opinion. Katy is what most would consider to be safe pop music. Safe but beautiful, with the lyrics and sound that appeal to the masses. For example, Teenage Dream, California Girls, Dark Horse, her most popular songs anyway, they tend to appeal to the masses. They make you feel kind of strong, they make you feel kind of good. That's Katy Perry's whole thing. Right? A large chunk of her community is built around girls and the LGBTQ+ community, which is hooray. Honestly, she's been dubbed a gay icon, and ever since she's been on American Idol, she's been absent from the popscape.
Our country has failed us.
Facts.
Kesha, however, is known for a more party, clubby, almost, I don't want to say trashy. It's like party 2010 scape. It's like trashy, quote unquote, in a charming way. It's nice. Kesha is essentially a snapshot of the late 2000s, early 2010s party scene. And arguably, she is #1 at making you feel like you're in the club, just kind of having fun. This also does mean that her community is built around pretty much the same people, which is young girls and the queer community. Are we noticing a pattern?
With that said, I want to say Happy Pride Month to all of you, and congratulations, class of 2024.
So, what's different? Other than the genres, I mean, Teenage Dream and Cannibal sound nothing alike, and the style and lyricism, entirely different. But the two are still very prominent figures in pop culture, right? And they're both releasing a comeback song. So why is the reception to Katy so different compared to Kesha? Well, do you guys know Dr. Luke?
9 years after Kesha accused music producer Dr. Luke of drugging and sexually assaulting her in 2005, the two have settled the defamation suit he filed against her over the allegations, per NBC News.
He is the person that collaborated with Katy on Woman's World, aka her new single. And he just so happens to be the person that has been accused of sexual assault by Kesha. According to NPR, Lady Gaga, Kelly Clarkson, Pink, Avril Lavigne, Adam Levine, and Teo Cruz are some of the people that have supported Kesha's claims that she was sexually assaulted by Dr. Luke. Guess who I forgot to say in that list? Katy Perry. She too was one of the people that supported Kesha's claims. So why in the world is she working with Dr. Luke now?
So what's your sentence for her?
Electric chair.
The first line of the song Woman's World goes, "It's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it." At first glance, it sounds feminist, and that's what we expected from the marketing of the song. It's what the community expected Katy to release. But if it's a woman's world, why are you not being a girl's girl, Katy? It was the fact that Katy did not support another woman in the industry while claiming that she was a feminist. It was hypocrisy. The internet was outraged by hypocrisy. Additionally, her song just sounds kind of lazy. Let me sing the first verse for you while clapping the beat. Sexy, confident, so intelligent, she is heaven sent. No, because does that not sound lazy to you? I clapped more rests than I did beats on when I was singing. And this is supposed to be a pop girly coming back. The pop girly who could sing unconditionally. Sexy, confident, So, did you run out of breath, Katy? Let's strip it down even more. I'll play the sequence on my violin and you can tell me what's wrong with it. Okay, listen up. Oh, that was out of tune. Do you see how that sounds? What the fuck? Don't mind the headphones, by the way. I don't have perfect pitch like my sister does. I wish I did. Anyway, it sounds lazy. So lazy. How do you collaborate with a producer like Dr. Luke and still come out with that? I don't know. I swear there are more rests in there than there is singing. And that's what's so disappointing. I was a Katy cat. I loved Katy Perry before this song came out. And one of my favorite songs is Unconditional. That's why I brought it up before. Why? Because it showcases Katy's strong voice. Her belt is just so beautiful and so open and so vulnerable all at once. And here, her voice just feels so sanitized. Like, this doesn't feel like a woman's voice. This feels like Dr. Luke speaking through her. This isn't the Katy that we know and love. It feels like a capitalist ploy. This felt like I was shopping in H&M. I don't go to H&M. I'll tell you what's missing from her song. It's missing soul. It's missing feminine energy, which is profoundly amusing because the song is called Woman's World.
Huh? 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 Huh?
Musically, Joyride is a lot more interesting to me. The introduction of using an accordion is not something we typically expect of in pop music, and let alone Kesha. And then we get a deeper voice, something we don't quite expect from her, but is still captivating in its own strange way. The lyrics are juvenile, but that's kind of what we expect from Kesha, and it's a branding that she's kind of leaned into. She's very like juvenile, party music. It's easy to understand. There's like barely any hidden meanings. You take it at face value, and that's what makes it so enjoyable. That's what makes Kesha's music so great. Listen to the lyrics real quick. Are you a man? 'Cause I'm a bitch. I'm already rich. Just looking for that. This party sucks. I'm about to ditch. Don't even try to give me shit. I've earned the right to be like this. Like, indeed, she has. She's given her fan base exactly what they wanted. And like, she is being elevated because of that. Katy, on the other hand, had missed the mark before she even released the song. Let's take a deeper look into the marketing now, because that's the releasing the music. That's only half the battle.
Ooh, Coachella, sunnies.
The first teaser for Joyride was released on Twitter on June 29th, 2024, and it was with this image and a snippet of her song. Kesha then decided to release her song on Independence Day, which is the 4th of July for those who don't care about the US, like me. Honestly, I think it was a pretty great decision, but it was also very prominent that Kesha released as an independent artist. And she really leaned into that, and her fans really pointed that out, which honestly might have helped her a lot compared to the artists that have been co-opted by so many big companies by now. Overall, the release looked really, really promising. Katy, on the other hand, released her first promo on June 17th, 2024, and then released another promo on June 4th. Both of these promos garnered some looks. This kind of rubbed some fans the wrong way, including me. It felt really strange. And then on July 9th, she released another promo and it was, not better. The song is said to be Woman's World, right? Then how come it seemed like Katy Perry was catering to the male gaze, as pointed out by the Twitter comments? The song was released and the male gaze thing, it really didn't feel like it was going away. The opening sequence felt really sexualized and not empowering in any way. It felt objectifying, if anything, as pointed out by the YouTube comments. It was giving the exact opposite vibe that someone would want if they were listening to a song called Women's World. It got so bad that Katy Perry was being called out on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And then it got so bad that Katy posted a behind the scenes video.
Girl boss shit! You can do it! You go, girl! You were born to shine. And we're kind of just having fun, being a bit sarcastic with it. It's very slapstick and very on the nose. And with this set, it's like, ooh, we're not about the male gaze, but we really are about the male gaze.
This video feels slightly backhanded. Like, not gonna lie. Felt backhanded against not only her critics, but also her fans. Like, the responses, well, let me read them out for you. Hey, quick question. Why are you satirizing women for trying to survive in a system that is hostile to them, while not critiquing the men who created and benefit from that system? It's a tough question, so ask Dr. Luke if you need help with it. Oh god, she's getting murdered. Without any discernible critique of the system that creates the circumstances ostensibly being satirized in the first place, it isn't satire. It's just aimless caricature. Honestly, that's tea. That's tea. It's cold tea because we've been you, but I think Katy needs it. She heard the critics and thought, what load of nothing can I say to defend myself? If you have to explain the joke, then it's not a good one. Well, Katy, it doesn't seem like it's being received very well. Overall, the reason why Katy Perry received so much vitriol compared to Kesha was because her intentions did not align with her actions, or vice versa. No one could really tell what she wanted at this point, and the behind-the-scenes explainer, well, it felt more like a defense than a genuine explanation. Thus, rather than coming back to adoring fans, Katy Perry finds herself in the lion's pit, simply because she didn't deliver what her audience wanted. This turned the internet's attention to Kesha, who didn't break any promises when she released her track, and since Katy was no longer in the running to be a returning pop icon, Kesha only benefited. And Dr. Luke always loses. This is the true women's world where girls support girls. So, yeah. Slay Kesha. And I will be completely honest, I too fell into the thing where, like, oh, you have to take down one woman to have another woman benefit in the industry. But really, if I take a step back and I think about it really hard, I just really don't like women's world. It is against everything that Katy Perry has said that she stood for, which is what makes it so disappointing. Alright, so this is my first time making a video like this, so if you enjoyed, please do let me know. This script took me several days to write, and probably a couple of hours to edit and find shit, so yeah, any feedback would be appreciated. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time, maybe? I don't know. I hope this was all cohesive and formed a complete thought. Anyway, I love y'all. Goodbye!